which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media
We
operations.
let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun. You can feel it.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center in the heart of the resistance. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
We're back live. We're going to open the phones up specifically on the missing nukes and the huge story, official declassified Pentagon drills for domestic operations. They also say the training can help overseas. But to invade Texas and Utah as listed as hostile western states to the federal takeover. And we know the John Warner Defense Authorization Act of 2007 talks about basically federalizing the National Guard to deal with state insurrections and insurrections by legislatures, not just riots. So that's the states saying, we're not going along with a gun confiscation order or an open border order. Here's the problem. The states have already been going along with all this pretty much. Texas hasn't to a certain extent. And you know they've got Governor Abbott's phone tapped. I know for a fact from a bunch of people that know him well, that I know well, famous people, you name it, that Abbott knows all about the New World Order. He's always suing the feds over gun control and open borders and carbon taxes. I mean, when he was Attorney General, the guy's just really good. He's really good. And folks don't know our new governor around the country. He's a fellow in a wheelchair. But it doesn't matter if he's in a wheelchair. He's a constitutionalist compared to a lot of these people. Look, he's not perfect. Ted Cruz isn't perfect either, but he's a lot better than Hillary Clinton. He's a lot better than Jeb Bush. He stands up for the Bill of Rights, Constitution, sovereignty, and the Second Amendment. And so I'll support him, Rand Paul, anybody. He's not perfect, but compared to these people, he is a lot better. You think about that. And he will reverse a lot of what's happened. There is a section of the elite in this country that doesn't want to burn the nation down, doesn't want to bankrupt everything so they can Cloward and Piven. Now, you can speculate what missing nukes were about in Minot in 2007. You can speculate about these missing nukes. But the Minot nukes were found. I mean, when I came on air and said there's missing nukes, I mean, I expected the government to show up here. And I'd say, yeah, you need to investigate it. I can't believe they didn't even discredit us. They didn't say it wasn't true. They've waited almost 2 years now to have Bloomberg and others come out and make jokes about it. It's not funny. You reporters make me want to throw up. Who's this writer? David Weigel. Hey, David Weigel at Bloomberg that broke this. Do you understand that we got the call and we checked and then we called the base and they wouldn't deny it? Do you understand that I live in the real world and have 3 children, and I don't think it's funny that you're in Arrested Development and think it's cute to make jokes about this? You know, even if you lied and said I was a liar, it'd be okay if you were serious about it. But you make jokes. It's not funny. Benghazi, and over 10,000 surface-to-air MPADs missing and being proliferated. Airliners getting shot down by the crazy jihadis isn't funny. And even more serious is how our freedom will be taken. Here's the toll-free number to join us. It's 877-789-ALEX, 877-789-2539. That's the weekend number, 877-789-2539. And look at the Pacific Partnership that nobody's allowed to read, and the FCC Internet grab nobody's allowed to read, and the borders being open, and the Border Patrol there to import the illegals, and they get in trouble if they arrest an illegal. That's in Fox News today. I mean, the government isn't the government. It's been taken over. And most people in the government want to do their job and aren't bad people. So they're firing them and replacing them with generals and other people that will follow orders. But you people, following orders is not a suicide pact when the orders are unconstitutional. Anthony, I was back there getting some tea during the break, and I was just angry again. I'm fundamentally angry at the corruption, because I used to always hear these elitists like Dr. Paul Craig Roberts and others. I mean, he's on some of the biggest think tanks, you name it. Reaganomics, buddies with Ronald Reagan. I mean, you know, he's an elite economist, top 10 Forbes in the world living. And he says, no, they're insane, Alex. Yeah, they're in control. They got a plan, but they're mismanaging everything. And that's even scarier, is there's all these factions, and none of them think that we could ever have a war or get nuked. And you look at history with all the mistakes other dictators made and other elites made, they've become delusional. And then they've really got the nerve to say we're bad because we don't want to get rid of due process? Any smart elite would want a due process because that would protect them as well. What's wrong with these people, Anthony? And then get back into the nuke stories.
They think they can get away with anything. Obviously, tax rates. This year, more tax income than ever for the IRS, yet we still have a deficit, still in debt.
And Obama wants to raise taxes with executive order.
And, you know, the corporations and the people that make over $50,000 are evil, and it's their fault. But look at this. Pentagon loses track of $500 million in weapons equipment given to Yemen. Now, this is just an example. I know you've covered this already, but this is an example of how insane they are and how they truly don't care.
Show folks, it's aircraft. We're talking jets.
Let's talk about this. This is actually
battleships, cruisers.
Here's what they lost in equipment given to Yemen. They
document cam that.
Just like they, quote-unquote, lost those nukes. They lost 1.25 million rounds of ammunition, 200 Glock pistols, 200 M4 rifles, 4 helicopters, 2 Cessnas, 2 coastal patrol boats, 160 Humvees, 250 suits of body armor, 300 sets of night vision goggles. Again, this totals $500 million.
And they accidentally left all those bases for Al-Qaeda and ISIS to get in Iraq. No. Our military refused to fly it to them, so they filled up the bases and turned it over to them.
And guess what? There's more coming. They still have not yet.
By the way, Yemen is supplying Al-Qaeda.
Oh, of course, and they have not yet delivered 48 Jeep tactical vehicles. Tell
them about that gunboat.
Yeah, the 2 coastal patrol boats or the transport and surveillance aircraft. They have everything. This is enough to equip an army to kill anyone. They have not only surveillance aircrafts, but they have patrol boats, Humvees, top-level bodysuits of armor, night vision goggles, which are extremely expensive, 200 M4 rifles, 4 Huey helicopters.
Read all the other jets.
Then they have what is not yet...
Unmanned Eagle drones that, by the way, ISIS now has that very drone. This is so obvious.
Yep.
The Iraqi president, by the way, says we're arming him through Yemen.
Absolutely. I mean, this is obvious. I mean, and then they say, oh, they lost track of the $500 million of all of this, these aircrafts and boats and weaponry. And then we're supposed to believe that they would never transfer a nuclear weapon without telling us? Is that really what? I mean, that guy's laughing at us. Yeah, right. We can trust the government. They've never done anything bad. How about losing $500 million of weapons to give to Al-Qaeda?
Well, I mean, I've got the articles right here from mainstream news in 2007. At first, I remember actually Webster Tarpley, to his credit, had the sources, and we had some as well. He was like, it is not one cruise missile, it is 6 fully loaded. And then they went and killed the people on the base. Within a week, like 6 or 7 were like being shot in the head and found dead. They were the ones that loaded them and followed orders. I don't know what was going on with that. The word, they were about to fly it to the Middle East when base security in Louisiana stopped them.
Remember, 2011, Reuters revealed that Obama was arming Syrian rebels to kill Christians with all their top, weaponry systems and giving everything right over to them, arming them with weapons and giving them money. I mean, it's totally obvious. It's absolutely ridiculous that anyone would think that we can trust this arm of the government that is obviously arming Al-Qaeda, letting them use our weaponry to behead 30 Christians in a public square and watch them squirm and die and dance in their blood.
It was hundreds this week. Well, I mean, I sat there this morning. I have the clip when I have time to play it. But I forget the exact headline. It's like, stop throwing fits was the headline. You can go to CNN and we'll show it. And McCain goes, we got to stop Assad and Iran. We got to stop Assad and ISIS. ISIS is the opposite group. I mean, they just know the public is stupid.
And we have to stop them by giving the Syrian...
McCain met with the leader of ISIS a year and a half ago. There's photos of him.
Yep.
There it is, McCain to Obama. Get over your temper tantrum, Mr. President, and focus on ISIS. And then you watch the CNN clip, and he literally... it's just unbelievable.
They think we are genuinely mentally gone. They think they can do anything at this...
Well, a lot of the public is.
I mean, obviously.
But it doesn't mean that, I mean... Here's one thing. If they were trying to build up liberty in this country and doing dirty stuff, it'd be bad enough. I'd be against it. They're screwing us over, taking our freedom. These are bad people.
It's not even, as some people think, that the system is building up the high-level income earners and all, the corporations are all in on it and stuff. Even Google is infighting with different sections of the government. It's all a big fight to glutton oneself with everything. They're not happy with just a big chunk of it. No one wins. It's a total chaos, total immoral attack on all of us.
It's stupid.
It is. Anyone who falls for this, unfortunately...
Well, I'm telling you, if I was the globalist, I'd set off a nuke in a city and blame it on the liberty movement and basically declare civil emergency, a.k.a. martial law. Everything's building towards that. The table is set. I don't know if they're going to pull it, but we're here exposing it and trying to stop it. Your phone calls are straight ahead. Andy, Chris, Martin, Carl, Bubba, and others.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of superoxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through InfoWars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. Gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad-tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-3139.
Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. So many other formulations out there contain toxic ingredients, synthetic additives, and even GMOs. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend, crafted with over 14 key ancient herbs and extracts to supercharge and prepare your body for what experts admit is the most dangerous season of the year. We have rejected hundreds of other formulations in our quest to bring you what is simply the most powerful and comprehensive proprietary formula that we have ever created in the realm of herbal immunity. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Now is the time to secure Ancient Defense for you and your family. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads